Welcome everybody to the show. It's been a while. I got caught up with things, and then finally I thought this is something that's very important we should cover up. And as this is pretty much right now on the international media as well, and specifically today we are going to talk about is India, China, and Pakistan and their security issues, which basically the research, or you can say the survey report, or this analysis has been done by the US Intelligence Department, aka Department of Intelligence Agency, DIA. So, based on their reports, what they said basically is Pakistan considers India as an existential threat and will continue to pursue efforts to modernize its military and develop its battlefield or tactical nuclear weapons to offset New Delhi's conventional military advantage. The US intelligence agency, that means DIA, said this. And they also mentioned in their latest World Threat Assessment Report, which takes note of India's Operation Sindoor to strike terror hubs in Pakistan on May 7th. The subsequent escalation, specifically in hostilities, the DIA also said that the PM Narendra Modi defense priorities will probably focus on demonstrating global leadership, countering China, and enhancing India's military power. Basically, this report also talks about India views China as its primary adversary and Pakistan more as an ancillary security problem to be managed despite cross-border attacks in midday by both Indian and Pakistani military, reports they said. So China has, played a major role in facilitating the complex proliferation nexus that has helped Pakistan as well as North Korea to steadily boost their nuclear and ballistic missile arsenals over the years. And this is something I think probably United States now they realized, because 1993 how Pakistan first got their nuclear test program successfully they have done in 1993, and then 1999 in China, because you don't develop nuclear weapons and arsenal overnight, because for India it took almost 25 years, and even after starting our first nuclear program. And as opposed to Pakistan, they haven't done anything, neither they have intelligence, nor they have resources, nor they have the brains or guts. But however, somebody has spoon-fed them. It could be obviously visible right now. It shows based on their reports. It has backed by USA, and which maybe directly not USA, they have a mouthpiece they were using at the time, China as a mouthpiece. So I'm talking about guys in back in the days 90s, when China was a good boy of America's, right? And China was sitting exactly on the lap of America. And the same China today, it became a headache and nuances for the American. So that exactly. So the global estimates say India and Pakistan have around 170 nuclear warheads each, and I think out of maybe more than 30% has been already damaged or maybe not in function in Pakistan, based on the recent the Operation Sindoor. India and Indian Air Forces targeted all their nuclear bases, and there was, I think, with their nuclear weapons and the machineries, they have also lost some of their nuclear scientists and the big guys, because you don't run nuclear programs, or when you want to attack on some other country using a nuclear tactical weapons. So preferably you have all these best guys over there to dictate you and guide you. And this was the case because Munir was about to hit it, because on a very live television shows he said that he's about to use this nuclear weapons. And then I think there was the catch, because Indian military and agency, they very precisely and very strategically they have basically exposed this nuclear bluff they can play all the time. And then I think with their nuclear weapons, they have also lost some of the best engineers or scientists over there. Probably the pain in the ass for the Americans right now, because then you have to go get back to all the 1993 reports they have published. I think National Intelligence Estimate reports has been published by the DIA, and then you have to go through the reports, because the report says that 1993, when first time Pakistan got their nuclear program successfully tested in China, some of the in the Chinese province, I think is backed by America and facilitated by China. So anyways, so they had this nuclear arsenal there in order to tackle maybe up to a certain extent to Russia or Afghanistan, India and Iran, so which was the pain right now because their nuclear materials and command control, everything got destroyed. Anyways, so Pakistan almost certainly procures the weapons of mass destruction, which is applicable goods from foreign suppliers and intermediaries. That means you can clearly understand who was the foreign supplier and who are the intermediaries. It could be Turkey, it could be US via Turkey, things are coming, or Azerbaijan or other way around. So basically, early May 10th, India had struck 9 air bases, as you are already aware, is a part of Operation Sindoor, is everywhere right now in Pakistan, and what constituted some clear strategic messaging before the understanding on ceasing hostilities came into effect in the evening. The deep precision hits on specifically the Noor Khan or Sargodha air bases in particularly rattled Pakistan. The Noor Khan in Rawalpindi, for instance, is located close to the headquarters of Pakistan Strategic Plans Divisions and handles the country's nuclear arsenal. And it was basically the same pain is making them to understand that okay, this is it. Maybe there is no other way out, and then we have to right now come to a place so that we can, stop bluffing India and then start doing something which is constructive. So yeah, there was the whole thing, guys. I wanted to mention that because again, the DIA, if their report is saying this, of course, then you have to you can smell the smoke because from where it comes, because now it's paining to them because there are some vested interest, and then you have to go all the way back how Pakistan they just became a nuclear power. So I think there is a way right now. Some planning is going on in order to denuclearize Pakistan because the country it has already violated the UN Security Council sanction the conditions, because if you cannot provide the facilities or security or safety of the nuclear weapons, then I think a country won't be able to hold it. Above all, when you have a country which is basically breed terrorism and is basically based on their terrorism, the whole structure that these guys are roaming around all these terrorist heads, and if they get this access to the nuclear weapons, then it can be disastrous for not only for India, the neighboring countries. I think so that is the main whole game right now, how to denuclearize Pakistan and how to put it into again those FATA gray list, so that they can be also debarred from the World Bank loans or IMFs and all other financial aid, and also denuclearized. I hope you guys did like it. If you so, then please do let me know. I'm going to cover the similar topics and what is the recent development will be on this similar topics. And if you do, then please follow and subscribe the button, and I would really appreciate that. All right, over and out. Thank you.